Allie. How do term and permanent life insurance help prepare for the unexpected?
Sure. So, term is really the insurance that prepares for the unexpected. You absolutely have no idea what every day is going to hold in the future. And in order to make sure that you are prepared, I always recommend that whether you're a spouse or a parent, that you are taking enough of a face amount to cover if one day one of the people in the home was no longer around. And that is something that it's unfortunate that it happens, but it happens every day because of the type of world that we live in. And you should always make sure that you have something that is going to temporarily cover the next 5, 10, or 20 years. There should be something, if you have a mortgage, that would cover that and pay it off so that your family would not lose the home. If you are earning money, there should be something that would replace the income if you were no longer there for income. And even if you have a spouse that is a stay-at-home parent that is not working, you should absolutely have something that would cover if you had to suddenly put your children in daycare. You shouldn't have to you shouldn't have to rely on your family. Because you never know what should happen, you should absolutely have some temporary insurance. But in the meantime, you should also be either using a separate permanent plan or having your temporary plan that is something that you can convert into a permanent plan down the road. Because at the end of life, there is always an expectation that every single person has expenses at the end of their life. And the only thing that is guaranteed is if you are a beneficiary in a life insurance plan that has been paid, then there will be some money for final expenses. If somebody tells me that they have $1 million in the account, that is something that you could get diagnosed with cancer and all of a sudden you're bankrupt. So you really need to get some temporary and permanent insurance, or temporary insurance that's convertible to permanent insurance, so that you are covered for anything that is expected, and of course for the expected, which we hope that is a very long time from now. But you should always have everything in place from the moment that you are young and insurable versus waiting until you're much older to try to put something in place, and sometimes it's too late at that point. So you should always get as much as you need to cover all of the things that you need, and get it as soon as you realize you need it, while you are still young and healthy and while it's very inexpensive.